Welcome to Kids Virtual Ceramics. My name is Emily Dombrowski, or you can call me Miss Dean. I'm so excited that you're part of this class. I wanted to go ahead and give you a tour of our actual ceramic studio. We're located here at Dean Road Recreation Center, and we are the Dean Road Ceramic Studio. We offer all kinds of classes, as you can see behind me. I wanted to go ahead and start with our ceramic storage room. Follow me. This is our storage room. So this is where we keep all of our clay. Look at all of those boxes. Each box here on this table has 50 pounds of clay. It's pretty heavy. Behind you, you see all of the chemicals that we use to make different glazes. Now follow me, let's go over to the room where we actually make ceramics. This room in here is where we throw pottery on a potter's wheel. Now in your classroom, you can click on the wheel in your virtual classroom and you can play a game where you actually get to throw pottery yourself. Along the back here, we have all kinds of textures. Now in your package, you have different textures you can use, but it's really endless on what kind of things you use to make cool patterns and textures on your piece. Here is our texture bin. Let's explore. You can really use all different kinds of things for textures, like fabric, pieces of foam, pieces of lace. Oh, this one's cool. Look at that. You could spend all kinds of time exploring different textures, or you can even look around your house for different textures or look in nature for different things you can use. Here are some different examples of texture that you can find in nature. So you see here we have shells, we have feathers, we have the pits that are inside of the peaches that you eat, and we have corn. All you have to do with things like this you find in nature is take them and press them into your clay, and you'll get really cool natural texture on your pieces. Behind this door, we have more cool ceramic items. Follow me. Behind me, we have all the different glazes that people use to color their piece of pottery. Now, you're going to be using paint because we're using air-dried clay, but in here we use glazes. We have someone here mixing some glaze. Let's see what the bucket looks like inside. Your glaze is always going to be like a thick cream or pancake kind of consistency. Let's look at this thing over here. This is called a slab roller. This slab roller takes clay and it smashes it down into an even sheet. You're going to be using a small dowel, but here in the studio we use this. We simply put clay here, put our canvas over the top, and then we roll our clay through the slab roller. I can't wait till you get the chance to come here to the studio so I can teach you how to work with this. Now let's go to the fun part, the kiln room. In the kiln room, we have different ovens. Now these things are going to heat your clay up really, really hot. You have something in your ceramic game that kind of does the same thing. I want to show you what they really look like in the studio. These are our kilns. Now we actually give some of our kilns different names. This one's name is Dean. And this one over here is Lily. Let's take a look at what they look like inside. Inside your kiln, you have what's called fire brick. And then you have coils. Now these coils here are going to be what heats up the clay. We go ahead and we stack this kiln with many, many different layers of pieces of ceramic. Then we close the kiln. We make sure that we lock it, and then we set it to start. Now, every time you fire something in a kiln, it's going to take multiple days to fire and get really hot, and then slowly come back down to the regular temperature. Over on this side, you can see all the different pieces of pottery that some of our artists make. This one's my favorite. Look, it has a little bear on it. You can see that Lily, this kiln right here, she has some stuff inside. Go ahead and let's take a look. Now we have this kiln cracked right now because it's currently at 127 degrees. This kiln has fired for 13 hours. Now if you look up here at the directions, we can't unload it until it hits 120. So it needs to come down 8 whole degrees. As you can see here, the kiln has finally reached 118 degrees, which means it's under 120 and we can open it. Let's explore and see what's inside. Remember earlier I was talking about loading the kiln up with different shelves. You can see here there's multiple layers of different kinds of pottery and ceramics inside. That one even has color on it. These shelves are very heavy, but we carefully lift them up, and you can see more work underneath. Thank you so much for going on this tour with me. I hope that when we can meet again in person, you can come into the studio and take a class. Until then, this class is going to be exciting. I can't wait to work with you and make lots of different projects.